I got married to a satanist, and this is what is happening to me right now. I am a 27-year-old woman. I grew up in Warren Park at my parents' house, and I'm someone that did a diploma in hotel and catering management after I had completed my high school. My name, you'll call me Salma. When I finished my diploma, that was when I found a job at a name-hidden hotel. Please, Brother Nashi, do not share the name of the hotel where I was working. So, whilst I was working there, I started to date a certain man who is a very wealthy guy. He became my blesser, even though when I started to date him, there were a couple of things that happened that I could not understand. This guy, he would give me money, but I would always have a dream and I would be chased by a black snake in my dream. Whenever I would have asked for that guy for some money, did not matter how much it was, even if it was money just to buy airtime, I'll just have a dream. If he had given me money, if this money, he would have given it to me physically, not bank transfer or mobile money or anything, then I will have a very bad dream once we exchanged that money physically. But if he made a bank transfer or mobile money, then I won't have such a dream. This guy, I liked him because already I had been sick and tired of dating broke guys who just wanted to sleep with me. I liked the fact that he had money and he would give me money without even asking for sexual favors. I had been dating a guy that would always start by asking me if he was going to get the cookie. If I had asked him for money, if I told him that there is an event where I am supposed to go to, can you please borrow me some money? It would be like, before you go to the event, can we have the cookie first? So I was tired of that kind of a lifestyle. I just wanted a guy who could give me money without thinking about sex. And that is how I met my man, whom I'll call Francis. This guy, he loves me so much and made me to believe that there is true love out there. Francis did not waste any time. We dated for only 3 months, and then he said that he wanted to meet my relatives because he wanted to marry me. I went with him to our house to see my mother and my sister. So this is what my mom said. My mother then said that she did not want other relatives to know that this was what had happened. I had met a blesser because she was like, out there are other people that are evil-hearted, my daughter. They would want to use charms on you so that your husband to be, when he is looking at you, you will see an ugly woman, yet he used to love you. So my daughter, we are going to keep it as a secret. Eventually, my husband then paid for the bride price. At that point, I was not ready to get married to him yet because I still wanted to learn him, because 3 months, it felt as if it was not a long time. Yes, the money was there, and I knew that he was going to give me the kind of a lifestyle that I always wanted. But now that I had gotten a man that had money, I started to think more about life, about spending the rest of my life with him, and it made me to wonder if I was making the right choice or if I was making the mistake because of the dreams that I kept on having. It is not an easy thing to always have these dreams where you are being visited by snakes once you have asked for money from your boyfriend. So I was thinking about it. I wanted to pray about it first, but he did not give me any chance. Even my mother, the way that she started to love this guy, she did not even give me the chance to get to know this guy, even though I had told my mother that I am not ready to be married yet. But my mother said that I was a stupid girl. I was going to lose this future husband of mine even to my own best friend because of the way that she had seen my friends looking at my boyfriend, and she had a strong liking to her son-in-law. She saw the money plus the expensive fancy car that he had. My mother and my sister told me that in these days, men who want to marry formally they are hard to find. Many, they just want to live with a woman as girlfriend and boyfriend, and they will never ever know your parents. Once you break up, you go on your own way. If you have your own child that you had with that man, then it means that it is a loss, because you are the one that is going to be responsible financially for that child that you had together. But this man, he was totally different from the other man that I had brought with to my mother, saying that this is the man that I want to eventually get married to. So my mother said, do not throw away this opportunity. Since I was encouraged like that, I finally agreed. Francis came, he paid the bride price very quickly. I just figured that since he is a wealthy man, there is nothing that is difficult, even though in our culture, a man is not supposed to pay everything that your parents would have requested from you. He paid a lot of money, and after the bride price, my father and my mother, they were over the moon. They were overjoyed with the things that their son-in-law had done for them. He was splashing a lot of money. I moved and I went and I started to stay with my blesser in the suburbs. Once I got there, that is when I started to be given rules. I don't want you going to the next door neighbors. Those people, they are jealous of the money that I have. Francis went as far as saying, if there is anything you want, tell me and I will bring it to you. He said that he was not busy. He would go out with me, but I was forbidden from going out on my own. Francis went further and said, I also don't want your relatives coming here. I want us to live just the two of us for a while so that we can enjoy our marriage without people. When he spoke about relatives, I immediately realized that if my own relatives were not if his own relatives, it meant that he also did not want my relatives as well. It was clear that he just wanted that house for him and for me, his wife. My friends, they were also forbidden. He simply did not want people in his home. He was someone that he had so many secrets. You could be making love with your husband, and then he will just get off from on top of you, and then he would go to another room. When he comes back, he would be smelling a lot of herbs without you knowing what he would have been doing inside of that other room. So I tried my best, as I had been taught by my mother, to listen to my husband. So I tried my best to be a listener, to be the wife that I was raised to be by my mother. One day, whilst I was busy cleaning the house, I went into a certain room that he said he would usually clean by himself. On this day, I just said to myself, let me clean, because I was forbidden from talking to the neighbors. Tired I was of watching Netflix movies on YouTube and sleeping. The house that we are staying in, it had 14 rooms. So there were rooms that my husband had told me that I am not supposed to stress about cleaning. All that I have to do is to prepare for pregnancy, and if I am stressed, I'm not going to fall pregnant quickly. So he had given me a rule that I was supposed to follow. The rule was that I should only clean the kitchen, the sitting room, as well as the bedroom, our main bedroom. So I entered those rooms. In one of them, I did not see anything, but then I entered another room which had pictures on the walls. There were 7 pictures of women that were inside of that room. I asked him about it when he returned back from his business. When I questioned him, he did not look happy. He just said to me, what were you looking for in there? What belongs to you in that room that made you to enter a room that I told you not to enter? He then said, those pictures that you saw anyway, my love, those are the pictures of my relatives who are abroad. Eventually, you are going to see them. So I just kept quiet after that. Then one day, I went to the backyard. The woman from next door, she was on a step ladder. She was trying to get some mangoes from her tree. She saw me. Immediately, she was surprised and greeted me, and we started talking. She gave me the mango, and I started to eat. That was when she told me, and she said, "You know, my daughter, you should come over to my house so we can chat." I said, "Okay, I will come." Yet that was exactly what I had been forbidden to do by my own husband. Another day, I went out and went next door to chat with that woman. I kept doing this occasionally. Whenever I saw it, it was around the time when my husband was about to return. I would then go back home. So one day, whilst I was visiting him, the woman asked me, and then she said, "My daughter, I can see it seems as if you are pregnant. Am I right? My child, are you pregnant?" I said, "Yes, I am pregnant right now." That woman, it seemed as if she did not look happy at all. I then asked her and I said, "What is wrong? It seems as if you are not happy that I have told you that I am pregnant." That woman is around my mother's age. She then said to me, "I want you to know the truth about your husband." I said, "What is it?" The woman then told me, and she said, "Your husband, do you know that he has been married 7 times before? There are 7 women that have stayed with him in this very same house. All of these women, what surprises us, all of us in the neighborhood, is that when they give birth, they both die, both the mother and the child." When I heard about this, I was so scared. I started to picture myself dying with my child. All those pictures that I had seen in that room, he had lied to me that they were his relatives, but these were women that he used to sleep with, that he had recently gotten married to, and all of them, they died after they had fallen pregnant. Which means that right now I am nearly reaching my 9 months. I'm scared that I am going to die because I was told that when you die, they are going to see that the wealth of this man, it increases for a season, then he goes broke until he starts to date another woman. And indeed, this man, before I had fallen pregnant, there were times when you would see that in business, a little bit here and there, he was struggling. So this is what the woman right next door told me, which has made me to be so scared. I really do not know what am I supposed to do. That is why I have come here, hoping that there might be someone that might assist me. I returned back to my husband's house, and I did not even see the mansion as beautiful anymore. I saw this mansion as something that is evil, an evil thing in my life, and I had been staying in the temple of darkness when I was married to my husband. So I packed my belongings and I returned back to my parents' house, which is where I am right now. From the day that I have returned back to our house, my husband has never even bothered to follow me or even asked why I left the house. On my part, I have not asked him about the story that I was told by the woman right next door. So now I am exhausted from visiting prophets. The whole truth, it even came out in front of my mom and my dad when we went to a prophet. It became clear that he rushed to marry and pay for everything, that as soon as I get pregnant and reach 9 months, if I die, no one can question where I am supposed to be buried, because he would be I am still legally married to him. What is troubling me now is that wherever we are visiting, some prophets are saying that at the time I give birth, that is when and I, the child, will die. Others are saying I will survive because of the holy water that the prophets are giving me, and I am using that holy water to this very day. I don't know. I am living in constant fear, and I am really afraid. And I have now learned that wanting to be married to a wealthy man is now going to cost me my life. What am I supposed to do? Because There are prophets who are divided. Some prophets, they are saying that they have seen the future and they have seen me surviving the childbirth, but there are those that are saying that they see blood everywhere, a coffin that is full of blood that is being taken to Nigeria. Please help me. I don't know what else to do. Dear listeners, right there was a translation of a message that was sent to us by one of our dear sister. Let us speak with her in the comment section. The only thing that you can do is to keep on praying and hoping that God can protect you from what you are about to face in your life. She's saying that I am regretting. I wish that I had never prayed for a rich man in my life, because these are the challenges that I am now facing. Then there is another message that I want to share with you, and it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Please post my story as unknown. I don't have a long story. I just want South Africans to assist me, for I am about to leave my country and I am about to go to Mozambique. I am a man that is aged 38 years old. I have an addiction, a sexual addiction that has ruined me. I used to be a doctor at a certain hospital, but now I don't even have a house anymore. The house that I have, I am trying even to put tenants, but they have told me that they also want to leave before the end of March. I don't know where I am going to get money. My car, it was repossessed 3 weeks ago. My wife has asked for a divorce. She has since left me. It is a month and a half now as I am talking to you. She took our children because of what I did. So there are those that might not understand. How can a doctor who spent many years in university, then all of a sudden you are broke, you don't have any money? Let me tell you what happened. I started to date this nurse. She was someone that was very beautiful and she was very seductive. She started to look at me. I would look at her. Both of us, we would smile. The challenge was that she was married, so her husband, because of her beauty, was a jealous guy, so we could only do it at work. The first time when it happened, we went into another room where we found ourselves alone. Both of us, we were on call duty, and then we started to have intercourse. We did this for about a minute, and it was amazing. And because of my addiction, I am highly addicted to anything. If I keep on doing something, I become so addicted. And the sex part, since it was something that was really nice, it made me to want to do more and more with him. We were caught the third time when we were doing it. We were caught again and again and again. And when I was finally caught for the fifth time, we had became completely careless, and that is when I started to get in trouble. I was reported, and the CEO made me to go loose for a little while. If I had repossessed any sense, if I had just kept doing my job that I went to university to do, but because of sexual addiction, there was a very beautiful patient that came. She had big calves and she was sick, but not that much sick. So I completely forgot about professional boundaries. When I held her hand, this girl, she was so amazing, so beautiful. So then I proposed love to him. She was surprised and she reported me. I did it again. It's like I had a spirit of poverty that was chasing me, and they said that they are afraid that they were going to hear that I have raped a patient. So that is when I was stripped of my title as a doctor and my medicine, my practice medicine revoked. So I am no longer a doctor. My financial personal collapse, it followed. My wife, she knew about these things that were happening, advised me to go for counseling. So right now, there is nothing that I can do. Me and my wife, we had a great house, and Within 2 months of losing my job, the bank started abusing me about the car. They towed it away. Now the house, I'm just trying. My marriage, it is broken. So right now, I am looking for help, South Africans. If there is anyone, I no longer care. Even if it means there is a Tokoloshim that can sleep with me day and night, every second, every hour, I really do not care. If you know any Sangoma that is in South Africa, I am based here in Gauteng or Mozambique. There is another one that I recently met on Facebook. I don't know how true the guy is, but I am willing to go and visit him there in Mozambique. I just need help because I have nothing left to lose. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to us by one of our dear brother. Let us speak with him in the comment section. What kind of advice can we give to our dear brother? Tell me what you think in the comment section. I'll be back with another episode.